but right now it's a celebration of a lot of people who've been protesting there and elsewhere for the last 2 years. And our Batya Leventhal is there at Rabin Square. Are people still flowing in, Batya?
Very much so. It hasn't stopped for about the last 2.5 hours. I'm actually going to move out of the frame just so you can see the magnitude of how many people are here right now. Hundreds of people, in fact, thousands have gathered here, a lot of them from the Black Flags movement that was very proactive during the coronavirus pandemic of saying that they are not happy with the current government. So you can imagine lots of celebrations, particularly from that movement here. Lots of signs everywhere calling the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, is out of office after 12 years. A lot of people on the ground here in Tel Aviv, a very liberal and centrist/left-leaning city, are feeling extremely happy. A lot of people here would not have voted for Naftali Bennett, who is seen a little bit too right for the centrist city here of Tel Aviv. But they're saying that you have to allow him to give him a chance, that there's so many of them along the political spectrum in terms of this new unity and coalition government. They have to first give him a chance before they can start to criticize. And that seems very much the vibe and the atmosphere here in Tel Aviv. Lots of celebrations, but also of looking forward to see what this government can do before they start to criticize.
But yeah, just curious, are people still chanting those anti-Bibi rims, or is there anything new around the Bennett-Lapid friendship and this government?
The anti-Netanyahu slogans did start earlier in the evening. They were actually broadcasting the feed from the Israeli parliament on the stage, so we could hear exactly which members of parliament were voting for and against the government. And there was a lot of boos and a lot of negative comments and swearing, actually, when Netanyahu put in his vote against the government. But then when the government was announced, a lot of celebrations. There were quite a few champagne poppings. There's even a bubble and a foam machine that they've brought here. So a lot of people did end up getting quite wet from that. But as you can see behind me, very festive mood, a lot of celebrations, less criticizing Netanyahu now and more focusing on the positives and what could be from this new government there, Ariel.
Okay. But yeah, thank you. And we'll be happy to speak to some of those who are celebrating in the background, perhaps later, if you can grab someone.